our bone health is extremely important. It affects so many things. Some of the things that our bone health really affects is our mobility. Our mobility is very important. It's how we move and how we're able to lift things. Another thing it affects is our immune system. Fighting off diseases is really important, especially during this big pandemic. In an article called The Importance of Bone Health by Nicholas Perricone, published in 2021, states that diminishing bone density can really affect the count in our red and white blood cells. If we don't watch our red and white blood cell count, it can really affect us and make us feel fatigued and make our bone density really drop. Our bone health is very vital to our day-to-day life. Like I said, with our mobility, it's how we lift things, and if you're too sore to lift things, then you might be in a predicament. Our bones can really protect us from diseases, especially osteoporosis and different conditions. One of the most common conditions is osteoporosis. The Surgeon General's report on bone health and osteoporosis by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services claims that osteoporosis causes our bones to break at the joint. And the only way they are able to see if you have osteoporosis, like the only way they're able to catch it is if your bone breaks. Once your bone breaks, they're able to determine if you have osteoporosis. This condition can also really reduce your bone density. And if you don't have very good bone density, then your bones will be super brittle. Not only does our bone density affect how we move, it also affects our red and white blood cell count, going back to making you feel fatigued. If our bones are brittle, it can't protect you. The most important thing you need is protection, especially with your vital organs. If your bones are brittle, then it can't protect your heart and your lungs from, in case you fall or you get a puncture wound, then if your bones weren't there to protect you, then you would be in big trouble. Lots of ways to ensure your bone density is watching your diet and physical activity. Especially those things can really help you out. Following a specific lifestyle or diet can really help you out. Taking vitamin D and eating lots of food with calcium, like tofu and soy milk, can really affect your calcium levels. Different tips that I read were smoking keeps your body from absorbing calcium. So smoking cigarettes not only affects your lungs, but it can also affect your bones. People who drink alcohol are more likely to get osteoporosis. In an article called How to Keep Your Bones Healthy by MayoClinic.org, published in 2019, states that physical activity increases bone strength and slows density loss. So keeping your body moving and going can really help you out in bone density. Supporting our bones really help us in the long term. Our bones really affect our everyday life. It can dictate how well we move and the protection of our organs. Making sure to have all our vitamins and supplements and physical activity can really help our bone density and prevent from getting diseases like osteoporosis. Taking care of our bodies is extremely important, not only to our mental health, but our overall well-being.